So Jamal Adams has requested a trade from the New York Jets, and I'm here to tell you why the Packers should not trade for him. How's it going, everyone? Bass here, and today I want to talk about the Jamal Adams debacle, and people are saying that the Packers should trade for him. He clearly wants to go to the Cowboys or the Seahawks, but a lot of fans and Packers fans I've seen on Twitter and whatnot are thinking, hey, the Packers should go after Jamal Adams. Before I get into that, I want to shout out a network that I'm joining, Fan to Fan Network. It's launching July 4th, and we're really going to be pushing out a lot of content. It's a bunch of content creators like myself. We're going to be pushing hard content, real analysis on this site. We're also going to be on Twitch, so go down in the description and follow their Twitch. We're going to start doing content when the site launches. It's going to be a really, really cool thing, and I suggest you guys get on board with this. It's going to be the voice that sports fans deserve. So it's going to be a real big thing, and like I said, just go down in the description, follow that Twitch, and look forward to it. All right, so back on to Jamal Adams. Strong safety for the New York Jets, multiple All-Pros. This guy is very good. Before I say why the Packers shouldn't trade for him, let me go out here and say he is one of the best strong safeties in the league. I just think it's not a great idea for the Packers to do it. He's one of the best box safeties. He can play pretty much anywhere on the field. He can even play in the slot at corner. He can play nickelbacker. This guy is a specimen. He's really good. He would immediately boost the Packers defense to pretty much almost elite because they're good already. You already have Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage, but this guy could play anywhere on the field essentially, and it would add a lot to the defense. But the problem with him is he's going to be so expensive. First off, just to trade for him, it's going to be a first round plus probably a second round as well. And I know you're thinking, hey, well, that's worth it for such a premier player. You know what you're getting. You're not taking a chance on a first rounder and potentially grabbing a guy that's going to be a bust. I just think there's more important needs in other spots of the team in terms of money that he would become detrimental to that. So, for example, in 2020, Jamal Adams, so he's on contract for 2 more years. So in 2020, he would be a cap hit of $7.1 million, and in 2021, $9.8 million. That alone is already a lot. For him, it's not a lot, but just to add that to our defense and our secondary, where we already have 2 starting safeties, one being Amos getting paid a decent bit, and then Savage on his rookie year deal. It's not realistic. He's a free agent in 2022, and then he's going to command a ton of money. There's no real reason for the Packers to go after him. I said in the previous video about A.J. Dillon and why Aaron Jones might not be a Packer next year. It's all to do with salary cap, and this falls over the same line because if you saw my last video, these are just some of the key people next year that the Packers are going to have to re-sign. So it's Dave Bakhtiari, Kenny Clark, Aaron Jones if they do that, Kevin King, and Corey Linsley. As of right now, in next offseason, the Packers have $37 million to play with. Now, if you traded for Jamal Adams today, his cap hit in 2021, like I said, would be 9.8. So you already subtract 10 off of that, and then you're down to $27 million. And with Bach, Clark, Jones, King, and Linsley, it's just not going to happen. You'd have to get rid of Jones, probably Linsley, and then I don't think you could keep all 3 of Bach, Clark, and King without being so low under cap. And then you got to take into effect all the depth guys, and these are just the key ones. So, like I said, it's too much. There's too much draft capital to start with. And then you have to really factor in the salary cap because he's a first-round draft pick. He's still on his rookie deal, but like I said, it's 7.1, then up to 9.8 in 2021. It's just not the right move. I'm a big Jamal Adams fan. I think he's amazing. I think he's the staple of that Jets defense, and it's sad to see him go and leave because as Jets fans, I would be a little annoyed. But I just think a team like the Cowboys is going to pick him up and just throw money at him, throw picks at him. It's not in the Packers' way, and I know that's annoying because you look at old style like teams or with the Packers when they signed, say, Charles Woodson, how much that meant to the team, but they also didn't give up a first and second rounder for him, and he wasn't getting that high of offers from the Raiders when he was out of a deal. So all in all, it's just not the right idea. I think he would, like I said, I think he would boost that defense to elite level, top 5 level, no doubt, and that defense would become pretty much the strong point of this Packers football team. But I don't think it's worth it, because you lose so much to gain that. Just without one player that could potentially do that, you lose so much that you already have, and I would not trade Bach, Clark, and one of Jones, King, or Lindsley for him. There's no way. Wouldn't do it. Bakhtiari is so important to this team. Clark's just as big of a player on defense as Adams is, in my opinion. You can't lose him. He's got to be resigned. You know my opinion with Aaron Jones. Don't think he's going to be here next year. Kevin King, really solid corner once he stays healthy, and Corey Lindsley, just a good solid center. I think they're going to move on to him, but that's besides the point. I just wanted to round up why I think it's not a good idea for the Packers to trade for Jamal Adams. I hope he does well wherever he goes, unless it's the Vikings, Lions, or Bears, because don't like to see that, so I'm hoping against that. But that will pretty much do it. Like I said, go down in the description, follow Fan to Fan Network on Twitch. This website's coming July 4th, and you have to join the movement. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be huge. It's going to be something that no one has ever seen before. It's a bunch of content creators coming together. It's going to be really, really cool, and I want you guys to be part of it. So please go do that down in the description. On that note, I'll catch you on the next one.